things. I think you're a lot more extreme than I am with a lot of stuff. But like,
oh, dude, I'm
I
fucking suicide bomber.
I feel like I do similar things, but you do it on a different scale.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking legit. We're crashing. We're going right off the edge. We're going right over the fucking cliff. We're doing it big time, all the way. If we're burning,
But it's good that I have that concern. I think because I've seen the other side to you. Like, if you was like that all the time, when I met you and everything as well, I'd be like, this guy's just a fucking like
miserable cunt.
Yeah. Like, thanks for the opportunity, but I'm going. Like,
Yeah.
and that's coming from someone that I get told at work all the time to smile more, and like I look miserable, and it can't be that bad. But like, yeah, like it's not. It's because I've seen the other side to you that I'm like, when you are stressing about something, I'm like, it's hard to watch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as I said earlier, like, I know that you have to let it out as well, because it's not healthy to not let it out either. So.
And just imagine the shit that I deleted. There's been some shit where I've even, before I put it up, and I went, ooh, really, don't do that. Don't say that. That's even too far for you. That's too far. And I'm like, Jesus. You know, but like, if I went, ugh, that's pretty bad. And I know that's another reason why I don't tell people about what I do. Because I don't want them to be like, oh, you're sharing too much. What are you doing? Shut the fuck up and just live your life. Not everybody needs to know about everything. But at the same time, I don't know. I do let things grab a hold of me sometimes.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Welcome.
I don't know. And everything doesn't feel like it should be used for this time. Terminator timeline is the 20th. So you will get this whatever day Christmas Eve or Christmas Day is. I don't know. I have to take a look here. 24th to the 25th, so it's Tuesday and Wednesday. Alright. So, dude, I woke up and I fucking hate Christmas music. All of it, any of it, can't stand it. Never liked it. Ever. Never. I don't know why. Never have. Never will.
And any jackanapes who thinks else should be boiled in his own pudding.
I hate it. Hate everything about it. I hate that it plays in fucking November in every store that you go into, and they switch the CD over and they play the same shit all day. We get it. Your balls jingle. You want to give Santa Claus a blowjob for Christmas, whatever it is that you want to do, we get it. Then I thought, because All I Want for Christmas played in my head the second that I woke up, and I went, oh, this is fucking terrible. I said, man, this goddamn song is the bane of my existence. And then I said,
Brother, and why are you people here?
Hold on a minute. I don't know what the fuck that means. Does that mean it's a Batman villain of my existence? What does this mean? Where did it come from? I don't know. So we're going to find out. Bane of one's existence, source or cause of misfortune, unhappiness, frustration, or anxiety, usually used as hyperbolically. Swear this project is the bane of my existence. Alright, that was very not fulfilling. Thought I was gonna get more out of that. Studies have revealed that apparently we have not. So why do I hate Christmas music so much? I don't know. It could be because I didn't grow up with, a cookie cutter home life where everybody was warm and fuzzy and they all had stupid ugly ass sweaters on and all that. There was not that. It's very uncomfortable, the holidays are, for me. Learn to speak in a proper sentence, you should. There's a fucking Baby Yoda all over the place. I don't watch that shit. I mean, whatever. You do what you want. Don't come to me for my advice. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't like it. So, you know, it makes me wonder, when did that fucking song come out? Yeah, please. When did it come out? 90 fucking 4. Disgusting. Now a holiday classic, the song was released in 1994 on Carrie's Merry Christmas album. She recorded it at 24, featured in Love Actually, and used as the official holiday kickoff anthem every year. But does she make money from that? Was recorded in August and took 15 minutes. 15 minutes to write and compose. It took you 15 minutes to ruin the rest of my life every fucking year. I hate all of it. I hate all of it. I don't know why. I don't like any of it. It's not personal against Mariah Carey.
He's gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you.
I don't like the shit that when Sinatra does it. I don't like when anybody does it. Nothing. Any of it at all. As a matter of fact, I'm so anti-Christmas music that I'm anti the anti-Christmas music. What? I know, it's crazy. I'm talking about, like, you know, the ICP gimmicks. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? Hold on.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Santa's a fat bitch. I hate even this. Listen to this shit. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even like that because it's fucking Christmassy. Get the fuck out of here. I don't like that. I don't like any of this nonsense. Why was Christmas music fucking created? I don't care. I spelled it wrong. I don't care. I spelled it wrong. I don't care.
Leave your stupid comments in your pocket.
Music associated with Christmas is thought to have its own origins in 4th century Rome. Latin language hymns such as something. By the 13th century, under the influence of some fucking person, tradition of popular Christmas songs is a regional native language developed. What was the first one ever written? I have nobody and I'm gonna kill myself? That's probably not what it was. Fucking bullshit! Standard lyrics come from the 19th century. Variations of the song go back to 1650s. A century later, in 1739, we have the first published version of Hark. The Herald Angels Sing by the 1800s. A number of Christmas carols we know today started cropping up. What is this? I don't know what this is. Do you? I bet you I know what it is. I just have never read the name of it. Oh, yeah. I hate this one more. Joy to the world. That's not the words. I have them right in front of me, and I don't know why I thought that's what it said. Hark the herald angels sing. Gross. Glory to the newborn King, peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners. What? Fuck you, right? Fuck you. Like, maybe that's the beef. I don't know. You know what? I don't think it's entirely my fault. I don't think it's entirely my fault. Okay, when I was supposed to go get the communion or confirmation, whichever one comes first, because I don't remember. I think it's communion comes first. Real young. This is when I learned that church is not all that it's cracked up to be, right? Because I go in the deal, I'm in the CCD and all that. Well, no, this was before that, because you had to go through a thing to get to the communion to then do the confirmation, right? So I go into this deal. I'll never forget this, dude. I don't know, I'm uncomfortable all the time in a lot of shit. I have to wear certain things so it's comfortable for me. I'm a very particular person. Always have been. I'm a fucking nightmare to be around. I get it, but I go into this shit. We're in a fucking church or whatever. Everybody has to wear suits. Why? Because the fucking nuns say that you have to. That's why. They don't give you any reasons. Well, we said this is what you need to do. You gotta look good for Jesus. Jesus don't give a fuck what I look like. He shouldn't care. If I walked into this church naked with a tube sock hanging off of my fucking prick, he shouldn't care. By your knowledge, recollection, whatever, motherfucker made me the way that I am, so what the fuck does he care if I wear a suit or not? Either you gotta listen to these broads, because, you know, it's the way that it is. And they're like, but you need to wear dress shoes. Like, I don't want to wear dress shoes. Dress shoes are uncomfortable. And I don't want to do it. I have sneakers. Why can't I just wear those? Now, I don't understand at this time that it doesn't look good, right? Everything is about the way it's perceived, what you're perceived as. So you can't wear a pair of sneakers with a suit, because then that defeats the whole purpose of wearing the fucking suit. You might as well just show up in street clothes. However, I've done this at funerals. Not every time, not all of them. You know, like, I'll wear the dress shoes, but they're only getting worn for half of the time. You know, after that, I'm bringing the shoes with me. They're staying in the fucking car. And I will change into them and walk around in my suit. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to be uncomfortable all night because you all want to make sure I look a certain way. Nobody should give a shit, dude. I'm not showing up with a stained up t-shirt and ripped up jeans, right? I'm presentable. I can clean up. I know it's hard for some of you to believe that, but it can be done. I can do it. But, you know, this lady's yelling at me, like, you don't wear fucking sneakers, dude.
Is it the shoes?
You don't do that. We don't do that in God's house. No, fuck God. How about that?
You know, you always have to take things too far, don't you?
I said something to that effect because I had a real bad mouth, even when I was young. And they got all shitty about it. And they're like, fine, whatever. Look like a jerk off. We don't care. Just you shouldn't graduate because you're not wearing dress shoes, because I've never been laid in my life and I just want to have a reason to pick on a fucking child because I'm miserable.
Ouch! That was too easy.
That's all it is. That's all it is. It's ridiculous. So that's where it started, I feel like. Maybe that's what kicked it off. I don't know. Maybe it's the repetitiveness of Christmas, that I've lived and witnessed a life that is not happy all of the time. As a matter of fact, it has been very much the opposite. A lot of my life has been consisted of pain and suffering and heartbreaks and depression and fucking all that bullshit. So when I hear people babbling on about one time of year that is everybody is fucking happy, I don't buy it.
And he comes up empty.
You never spent a Christmas in my fucking house. You don't know the kind of crazy shit that goes on here. Nobody likes each other. Nobody likes each other. They're all, every year, once for 2 days a fucking year. And we're only counting Christmas right now because it depends on how active you are in your family's life. For me, for my father's side of the family and my mom's as well, even her mom's, you know, it's been mostly, here's the deal. It's Thanksgiving at her mom's house, but this year we did it at our house by ourselves. I enjoyed that. Nobody yelling at me, don't eat that, don't touch this, leave that alone, I'm trying to watch the game. Everybody wants to do everything else but watch the fucking game. Like, come on, man. There's that. But Christmas is, my mom will stop by here just because I think she's trying to make up for lost time, honestly. Because she did not want to be around when I was younger. As a matter of fact, she did everything in her power to not be around when I was younger. Left me with my grandmother all the time. Like, fuck this shit, dude. I'll take those extra hours at work. I'm going to hit the bar. I'm going to the club. I'm going to get smashed. I'm doing anything other than having to sit here with this fucking blocked all day because I don't. I resent him, his father, and him, to both of them. They look like each other. Fuck both of these people. I'd rather go pop some pills and get fucked up. That's where I come from. So it was not really a fucking great time of the year. And I know certain members of my family would have a fucking heart attack if they heard me talking about this, but oh fucking well. Oh well. It's not your story to tell, dude. It's mine. So if you don't want to tell your fucking story, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Okay? It's not... What I do with my business is my business. And if I feel like talking about it, then goddamn it, that's what I'm going to do. I don't blame you for wanting to keep it to yourself and not say anything. A lot of it is embarrassing, right? Nobody wants to admit that they've gone through this shit. They want to just pretend like it happens to everybody else except for you. And don't get me wrong. I know that I would like to think majority of people are like regular. They don't deal with this kind of stuff. It's mostly those of us on the outside. However, I would argue that the people who have been let down most of their life, in a weird way, we're almost happier. Because we understand, we expect to be let down all of the time. Not like when a happy person, when something doesn't go right for them, and they wind up shooting up the mall or some shit, because they're not used to things not going their way.
I have a gun.
Or they have a fucking meltdown every holiday. Let's not talk about, nobody talks about this, we don't bring up that. We're not gonna argue, everybody is here for a good time. That's my favorite thing too. Every other day of the year, we argue and fight. And now all of a sudden, because everybody declared it a national holiday, we're all of a sudden just supposed to get along. Like that's what we always do. Come on now, man. Maybe go over there, be uncomfortable around everybody, right? And then you're gonna act like you've not seen these people all year. You don't talk to them. Nobody calls you. But once a year, you're supposed to drop by this person's house where everybody is exchanging gifts. Oh, and by the way, you're broke, so you don't have the money to buy other people's shit. So now you have to go there to this place empty-handed, which is fucking the worst, and then pray to the God that nobody believes in because it's all about exchanging gifts. Some people believe it. Most people are just in it for the gifts. So let's not fuck around. And it's not to say anything bad about whatever you believe in. If you believe in it, then good for you. I'm happy for you. I hope it does whatever it's supposed to do for you. I don't think that maybe if I had some shit that I could really believe in, then maybe I would be a happier person. But I don't know. I just couldn't buy in. I ran into the wrong circumstances and people to be able to put my fucking chips down on that hand, you know? Just can't do it. Can't do it. I've seen too much to think if there was anything that this is all just a random course of events. I feel like there's no way somebody's orchestrating all this shit. It's just it's no way. No way. Now I know you can make an argument back and forth whatever way you want without suffering. There is no happiness, so children have to die of cancer. People have to get AIDS and sickness and just fucking suffer. That makes it so that there could be happiness in the world, and suicide bombers and everything. And there's just no fucking way. I'm not buying it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And it's not even just because, like, it's not even that I'm anti, dude. It would be great if there is some shit. That's great. That's great. I'm not opposed to it. I just don't. I've seen too much to go and get my fucking hopes up for nothing. And oh well, you're gonna burn in hell now. Well, I mean, you know, not for nothing, man. But you see the way the guy went out. He should know what the fuck is going on around here. Right? How you gonna nail a guy to a fucking cross and then get mad at me when I don't believe this story? Look at what they did to you, dude. You want me to buy into this shit? You're fucking crazy. And then I gotta hate other people because they don't believe exactly what I believe? That's fucking stupid. That's stupid, and I will not be a part of it. If you are, again, great. Happy for you. Just don't be a fucking asshole about it. Don't push it on other people. And don't be a fucking Scientologist about it. Like, right? Oh, it's somebody who doesn't believe the exact story I believe. I can't talk to them. I can't talk to them. We can't be friends. We can't hang out. We can't go for drinks. You know, I was going to say can't fuck, but you can't. And according to your rules, you can't. Which may make sense, but I mean, come on, dude. Some of these guys are fucking kids, and you're worried about being married before you have sex. What the fuck? Come on, use your brain, will you? Use a rubber, matter of fact. Do that instead. But, you know, you go to these people's houses, dude, and now you all stand around like jerk-offs, and you all pretend like you're interested in what other people are doing, and you're not. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind hearing about it. I wouldn't mind sitting down and having a conversation with a bunch of different people, seeing what's going on with their life, what's happening, what are they doing. But the reality is that most people, they fake it till they make it through the holiday. That's what they do. They don't give a shit about what I'm doing. Some of them say that they do, but if you did, the phone's right there.
That was embarrassing.
Now, in today's day and age, you have no fucking excuse at all whatsoever. None. Not a single one. You don't have 2 seconds to send a text message, hey, go fuck yourself. That's all. I'm not trying to be your best friend. I'm not trying to be your best friend. I don't need friends.
No surprise there.
Right? I'm perfectly happy by myself because then the only person that can let me down is me. I'm comfortable with that. And don't get me wrong, I'll have my moments where I'm like, oh man, this sucks. I wish I knew more people or I was more social. But then when that stuff happens and then it goes back to the whole circle of being used and all that. And then you remind yourself, like, this is why you stop talking to people in the first place. Because it always goes back to that. What have you done for me lately? That's all it is. That's all it is. And they can say that they like you and you're cool, but they don't fucking... What do they care? Very rarely do you find anybody that you could really connect with. And even then, it's a thin line between friendship and use.
And he floats like a butterfly and hits like a tree.
Dark, right? It's true, though. And I'm not sad about it. It's just what it is. After a while, you don't get sad because you understand what has happened. So you can't beat yourself up over it. It's not your fault the system is built this way. It's just the way that it is. But then what about the people that don't have a family? What about them? What do? They would kill somebody to be able to go and pretend to be happy to make it through a holiday because they don't have anybody. They sit in their house with their fucking Boston Market or whatever the fast food shit is open, and they just eat their food or their TV dinner by there's the stereotype, right? Eat their TV dinner watching the whatever it is that people do on Christmas, the fucking parades or whatever. Watching that shit. Miserable, thinking like, oh, if I only had a family. If you only had a family, you'd probably be fucking miserable. You'd be surprised how many people would want to change places with you. Honestly. You'd be surprised. Because it's less, I understand it's lonely, but it's less pressure. It's less pressure. When you're by yourself watching some crazy shit, maybe you're watching that stupid movie where the kid gets his tongue stuck to the pole, or the other one in Island of Misfit Toys. That's me. That's what we're doing. That's us right here. I am the poster child for Misfit Toys.
We're on the island of misfit toys.
That's right. Because I don't function the right way. My battery pack exploded, and this is what happened to me. You watch that, you watch the Charlie Brown Christmas or the fucking Garfield one, and you just, hang. Versus go to these people's houses, you gotta buy gifts for people you don't know. Because you don't know them, they're your family, but you don't know them. You don't know them. Do you have any idea what any of their interests are? I'll bet you don't. I will bet you don't. You know what's fucked up? The only interest that I know, and because he talks about it all the time, is I know my brother is super heavy into snowboarding. Snowboarding, skiing, that's his shit. That's his life. He loves that. What does my sister like? If you put a gun to my fucking head, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I would assume lollipops and dicks. What the fuck do I know? What? I don't know what she likes. And that's not even a slight on her. I don't know what people are fucking into. Especially now, dude. There's so much. Like snowboarding and all that. That's like a regular hobby, I think, to have. But I'm not a woman, so I don't know what women are fucking into. It's like, what about me? Well, I mean, everybody knows if you pay attention even just a little bit. This is it. This is what I do. I have thoughts in my head, and I come in here, and I talk through them. And then I throw it out into the interwebs for somebody else to find it. That's it. Other than that, action movies and fucking music. Die Hard is a fucking great film. God damn it. We'll have to go over movies for Christmas Day. Maybe that's what we'll do. What's up, motherfucker? Yeah, right. I don't do that. Listen, I had it all fucked up. Hanukkah started a couple days ago. Terminator timeline. It's the 21st of December. 8:23 p.m. I'll be at the dock every day at noon. However that line goes, I get it wrong every time. At Laughing Birds on Twitter. At Laughing Birds Pod on Instagram. Independent art, clips for the podcast. You know what it is already if you've never been here before.
Welcome
to the show. No, we don't do that. If you've never been here before, this shit comes out every Saturday, so tune your recommendations, subscribe to the podcast, rate it on iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, wherever you get podcasts, that's where you can find this deal right here. We're on 11 platforms. It's Christmas Eve in the world that you're living in. I haven't got there yet. So from the past, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to everybody. And if you don't celebrate the fucking holidays, then just a happy regular fucking day to you. I'm gonna be all miserable tomorrow, so I gotta do this shit tonight. Been pushing through it. If you need something to listen to after this, I would suggest that you go find Darnell Rollins' podcast on YouTube or wherever else he has it. Him and Kate Quigley are fucking hilarious together, dude. That shit just put me in a really good mood. What I needed, because I haven't been really feeling that great today. It's been a bad day. That shit just pulled me right out of my funk, man. I want to give them a plug, because we're not greedy around here. Check them out. Follow everything that this podcast has to offer and all that bullshit. And whatever I got going on tomorrow, I still haven't figured out yet, but we'll get there. Instead of the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood thing, because I only did half of it. I watched the whole film, but I only talked about half of it. So I should watch it again before I do it. Just in case I miss anything. But don't feel bad. If you're by yourself, don't feel bad. You got this. I know some consolation that is, right?
What a useless product that is.
But dude, just know, while you're sitting at home, shoveling that TV dinner into your face, just know that wherever I am sneaking outside to smoke a cigarette, and I'm telling Jen that I don't want to be here because I don't feel comfortable and I want to just go home where nobody's gonna stare at me and judge me and ask me how come I'm not married yet, and am I gonna have fucking children, and what am I doing with my life. You don't have a fucking interest in anything, you don't have a hobby, what you do is not real, it doesn't count for anything. Anybody could do what you do. You need a man hobby, a real thing. You gotta do generic shit like everybody else does. How dare you try to be an individual and make your own lane in the age of the internet where everybody is going on YouTube and trying to make a name for themselves. Yeah, but that's not what I'm doing, though. I'm just doing because I've switched the lanes. That's not what I want to be. I don't want to be a run-of-the-mill content creator. I want to talk about shit that means something. Something that means something. Try to fucking reach people for real. Try to reach them for real. Not this nonsense that people do where they cater to the crowd. Fuck that. That's never been what I'm into, never been what I'm about. And because of that, I will never gonna fucking strike it rich, but that's alright. That's alright. You gotta make choices in your life. Do I want to be broken, happy, or rich and miserable? Ugh, Jesus. It's a tough call. Of course I'd rather be rich. I can find ways to distract myself. Of course I'll never be really happy, but I could do whatever the fuck I want. That'd be better. Like, for instance, I could not go to this Christmas party that I don't want to be at. Yeah, but then there's added pressure, like everybody knows I'm rich, so I gotta buy really expensive things that nobody really wants just because I got money. Yuck. It's gross. I'd rather just be the neighborhood disappointment, the family letdown, the black sheep, the waste of sperm. I'd rather be that. It's easier. And because if I do anything, it's a fucking shock. It's holy shit, you're actually doing something good. Even though we don't like you. You know that? We can't fucking stand you. We don't know why. We don't have a reason. And if we do have a reason, we never told you to your face. Because when we see you, we smile at you. Even though you can see the fucking hate in our eyes. We don't like you. But we play along because we have to. Until the last older person is dead. And then we don't have to play the game anymore. Which I'm honestly shocked that we're even doing this still. Because, as you know, my grandmother, my dad's side, passed. It's been a shitty couple of days, but as you know, these things happen. God looked down at a couple of my relatives and said,
"Your time has run out."
Come on, dude, you gotta make fun sometimes.
Oh, you did?
Alright, I'll stop.
You dirty fucker. What a clever boy. What a fucking rotter.
Fairly recently, back, Fred's gone. Everybody is gone. So I thought that was gonna be the end of it. Sometimes I'll catch it at the corner of my eye and I'll look at it and just like, God damn. I think about it all the time. It just sucks, man. He's doing so much better than me. They could have made a difference in the world. But you can't compare yourself to other people like that. Like this fucking guy, dude. This guy was doing shit, bro. Fucking Navy. Can you imagine? I can't. Just about to be in that shit, too. God damn. It's sad. But at least he doesn't have to go to the Christmas party. He would have laughed at that, probably. I don't know, I didn't know him that well. Oh, shit, you're not supposed to say that. Well, I just did. Because you know why? I'll tell you a secret.
Oh shit, this bitch got a dick!
That's why. I don't know if he would have laughed at that. I would like to think that he would have. I didn't know him that well. I did start to get to know him though. And then that was cut short, unfortunately. Sucks, because he was cool, man. But I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was going to be it. Once they passed, the charade was going to be over. But no. No. One of my aunts hit me up on Instagram and said, "We're doing a deal at my house this year. Let me know if you guys can make it." I said, shit. I mean, I doubt it, honestly. We don't give a fuck. We need to get our lives together, dude. We don't have anything going on. Nothing is right. But plus, that's the other thing, too. When I walk in, everybody's looking at me like, "Oh, we know you got diagnosed a couple of years back. I see that cane you got there. How's your legs doing? You alright? You alright? You're walking around? Your dick still work? You all good?" They don't say that, but they all think it. And nobody says it, so I gotta say it for them. Because I'm not embarrassed by it. And yes, it does work. In case you're wondering. It's not great, but it works. I mean, particularly, need a shower curtain for the fucking toilet, It's a mess. Look, dude, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. But I guess it's the ritual, right? That's what it is. It's the ritual. It's just what people do. It's what people do. They put on a Mariah Carey album and they fucking sing along to the stupid songs, and just maybe for them it's a couple of days out of the year where they could just put everything on hold and they forget about their nightmare job that they have, or their mortgage that they gotta pay, or the fact that their kids are spoiled rotten and just looking for gifts of over expensive shit that they can't afford to buy, but they somehow do it anyway just to give it to them, for them to look at it and go, "Oh, this is not enough." Maybe that makes them happy. I'm sure it makes some people happy, right? I'm doing all this assuming. I don't know. I'm sure it makes some of them happy. I don't like the fakeness, dude. I really don't. It's annoying. Can we just not? Just because we're related doesn't mean we have to like each other. Why would you say that? How do you know that I don't like you? Because I have eyeballs, dummy. That's how I know. I'm not fucking dumb. We all know. And you can pretend all you want, dude. And you're not watching this anyway, but in case you do, I just want you to know that I know. I want you to know that I know. And it's okay because the feeling is mutual, because I don't like you much either. Why? Because you're not nice. Ever. Not even a little bit. And when you pretend, it just makes it worse. That makes you hate you more. I shouldn't say hate. I would just have a strong dislike for you. Because I would like to get down to the bottom of what the fuck your problem is. I don't get it. What did I ever do to you? Nothing. I never did nothing to you. You just don't like me. I guess because I'm a half-blood, right? Half-breeded up. Maybe that's why you don't like me. Maybe it's because I'm fucked up a little bit. And you think that you're supposed to feel bad for me. Which you don't. I don't need your goddamn sympathy. Your sympathy is going to fix me. That'd be a different story. But it won't. It won't. So I don't need it. You can have it. I'm perfectly fine. I live a very good... I live an okay life. I'm doing alright. Got a place, fucking roof over my head. Most days there's something to eat. It could always be fucking worse, man. It could always be fucking worse. You know, nobody ever brings it up. But it's true. And it doesn't make it any easier when you're going through things to hear that, or to think it. It could always be worse. Yeah, but right now it's pretty bad. Can we think about that when things are going alright? What a mess. Kind of miss the days that I could just get fucking banged up and just cruise right through the holiday. But I haven't been able to do that for a while. Haven't had a drink a couple of years. Sucks. Because this is the perfect time to do it. But I can't. Thyroid medicine won't let me. Can't smoke weed. It's not legal yet. Gotta wait till November. Till November. Maybe then. Maybe. Ah, that would be such a glorious fucking day. To walk into that goddamn Christmas party fucking stoned out of my mind with a half a joint in my pocket. Looking around at everybody, and they all know I'm walking around with sunglasses on in the house like Terminator. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, I'm gonna fuck up that dessert tray, son. You better pass them cookies over here. Then I'm gonna tag some people and just be like, psst, hey, come on, let's go. Go sneak out back like a couple of fucking kids. Smoke our fucking faces off. That'd be fun. God damn it. And we can all talk about it, because everybody feels this way. It's the best part. Nobody wants to be here. Nobody wants to be at this fucking party, but we all go because it's just the thing that you do. And you start to convince yourself that it's for the older generation. But then I think people get so used to doing it that they just continue it. Until eventually it fades out slowly. Which is alright with me. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to having some people over here, but I mean, not everybody. Not everybody. Especially because I gotta do all this fucking stone cold sober. Can't have a drink, can't smoke, can't do nothing. Just gotta fucking sit there and plow through it all. It's fucking rough, dude. What a happy holiday, right? That's what it is. I could lie to you. Maybe that would make it better. What's the point? They all know what I'm talking about. Chances are you probably do too. I would say maybe 1 out of 5 people probably genuinely enjoy it. And I guess it depends on how much money that you come from, how much money you have. Money is a big part of whether or not the holidays are going to be good for you. If you're broke, you hate all of it, because it just reminds you of all the shit that you don't have. But if you got a decent amount of money, well, you care. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You could do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. Doesn't matter. Sky's the limit for you. You know? Not if you're broke. But at least you learn to appreciate shit. You learn to appreciate it all. Even these stupid parties that you don't want to be at. Because one day they're going to stop going. And then you're going to be like, it's finally over. And then in a weird way, you'll probably miss it. Even though you hate it. Every fucking year. You'll probably miss it. Just to be like, oh man. I feel kind of empty. Nobody's hating me anymore. Christmas Eve, right? You got presents under the fucking tree? Do you? Don't need them. For what? For what? Don't need all this shit, dude. You know what I could use some money, maybe a gift card to a fucking clothing store where I could go hit the clearance rack for like $50 and get like 4 or 5 more hoodies or whatever. That's it. Some shit I could use. That's all. I don't need all that extra nonsense. For what? And besides, what am I gonna get? What am I gonna get people that they don't already have? That's probably the worst. Well, I could go into some stories, but I'm gonna go hit the store first. Then I should come back and tell you about how gifts were ruined for me. I'm back. I switched the hoodie. That fucking hoodie sucks. It's terrible. It's all tight. It's not warm at all. I mean, this one is very thin and loose, but it's more comfortable. You know, which fucking is ridiculous. Now I want to see. We need the first one. First one. I think this is it. Is it? I don't know. 2001. Holy fucking shit. I've never listened to this. I think so. Had the CD passed down to a friend who figured I needed it more than she did. She was right. This song is fucking brutal. But this reminded me, that's gonna be the name. That's gonna be the name of this fucking thing that I'm doing. But this shit right here is serious. Pretty sure. I was gonna say I'm more than sure. But I'm pretty sure that this would get blocked if I played it. But this is what I'm going to name this thing. Because I don't know if it was this. Why am I looking on YouTube for the album name? That's stupid of me. I almost put Google it in the deal. Britney Spears, what do you have to do with anything? I'm not talking about you. Don't be greedy. There You Go is her first song? Holy shit. I remember that. Pink got a new album. October 2017, after a 5-year hiatus from music. She's a bad motherfucker, dude. How old is she? 40? Shit. She don't fuck around. Pink don't fuck around, dude. How come it doesn't tell me what the album is? Was it Autumn? Can't Take Me Home. You make me sick. There You Go. Holy Christ. Well, either way, doesn't matter. What is this? Monogamy is work. You have times when you haven't had sex in a year. Oh, believe me, I hear you. Fuck you. I'm not giving you dick. Fucking assholes writing shit pieces. And you want me to fucking pay you? Nope. Is that Rihanna? Nah, that's Pink. Looks kind of like Rihanna for a side profile a little bit. Performing in Switzerland in 2004. Bro, she fell out of a deal pretty hard. Yeah, I agree with that. Monogamy is work. You haven't had time. There are times when you haven't had sex in a year. Isn't monogamy becomes no-nogamy? Yeah, I think. Love gaming, but only with my wife. Couldn't be bothered with polygamy. Might show her that she might get lucky tonight. Believe the correct word is marriage. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. That's funny as shit, dude. Hilarious. Which, I mean, a year's a long time, bro. It's a lot of whacking. But do you get to a point where you just give up the whack altogether? I don't know. But the point is, my mom listened to this lady non-stop. Played her fucking shit all the time. Every time it came on the radio, she fucking cranked it. All that nonsense. So I said, I got an idea. I'll bust open the piggy bank. Clickety clank. The money goes into my piggy bank. And I'll buy the fucking album for Christmas, right? So I thought I would do. Bad move on my part. You know, when you get fucked for life, there's a moment. There's usually a defining moment where that happens, because I give her the fucking deal. It's all wrapped up. She's looking at it like, ugh, why? You know? And she opens it, and she's like, oh, great. And like, I thought that's what you wanted, the fucking album. She's like, yeah, but, you know, you still have the receipt for it? And then she goes and brings it back to the store and gets the money back. Like, dude, what the fuck? Maybe that's why I don't like Christmas or Christmas songs. Because that's not my household. It's not where I come from. Right? Giving me the fucking Shaggy album for Christmas. Eat my shit. And not her. You know, that was my brother's mom. I looked this up. When did this... 2000. So how old was I? It's 2019 right now. 19 years ago. Calculator. I'm 34, I think. Minus 19. 15 years old? Wow, my life is fucked. Who would have figured within the next year my grandmother was gonna die? I think she already was sick with cancer at that point. Like, that we knew about it. Oh, Jesus. You give me this, like I want this. I don't want this. You know, you give me that, you make fun of me. Whatever. I'm not a fucking soft ass, hard ass, whatever ass. I don't care. I completely got away from the whole point I was trying to make. I think I just don't like Christmas as a whole because I have a dysfunctional family. There it is. There it is, in a nutshell. Okay, my grandmother always did what she could. My mom never wanted to be around. My father was a fucking mute. Didn't know how to talk to us. You could talk to anybody else except for his fucking kids. God forbid. God forbid. Motherfucker actually tries to have a conversation. Couldn't do that. No fucking way. Whatever. I mean, I'm grown now. It doesn't matter, but it bothers me a little bit. I just don't understand why. Why couldn't you just be like, dude, you know, I don't do well in social situations, right? Even now, I just, you know, it's my fault. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. I did it. You know, now, thanks to that, I have all kinds of insecurities and and trust issues and all kinds of shit, dude. It's a mess. All the guy had to do is just fucking pretend to take a fucking interest, but he couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna be a father. I can tell you that. I don't. Besides the money, my health is not. I'm not in the shape to have a kid, dude. But I did hold a baby yesterday when my own neighbors came back up from where they moved to. And, you know, she finally had her baby. It's a little tiny little guy. You know, they're like, oh, do you want to hold it? You want to hold the baby? I'm like, not really. I get nervous. They're very tiny. They're fragile. The whole time I'm holding it, all I'm thinking about is dropping it. Not like, oh, I want to drop this thing, but, oh my God, what if I drop it? Right? Like, that would be the most horrifying thing anybody could ever do. The biggest fear, once they give it to me, see, I'm smart. I had a hoodie on, right? I was outside smoking a cigarette, so I know I can't have that hoodie on while I hold the baby. So I gotta take the hoodie off underneath it. I have a clean sweater, you know, not touched by anything. I wash my hands, the hand sanitizer, the whole deal, because, you know, I already know I've been through the training. They hand me the baby, and I'm moving it. I'm kind of going like this with him a little bit, because he's kind of looking around, kind of halfway falling asleep, kind of not. So I just kind of move with him a little bit, you know, kind of bounce him a little, and it seems to be working. He's kind of, the eyes are going like he's going to pass out. But then, you know, when it came time to pass him back over, this is the time that I worried the most. Like, if all that is going on in my head is pass, drop, pass, drop, pass, drop. That's it. It's all I could think about. Now, I know it's the worst thing that could possibly happen. I don't want it to happen, but it's what I fear. It's what I fear. It's terrible. It's terrible. But it didn't. It didn't. Thankfully. But, you know, it's cool. I mean, like, kids are alright. They're alright until they start throwing up, and then, you know, you can have them after that. I don't want nothing to do with all that. I got no problem with changing diapers and wiping and all that nonsense. Bathtubs scare me. You know, the throwing up, obviously, I can't do. I can sit through some Dora the Explorer, whatever the Japanese one was, Mandarin, whatever it was. I don't know. Let's find out.
Google it.
Was it Mandarin? That's not it at all. It's not Dora the Explorer, though. It's somebody else. One more time. Kylan. Is that who it is? I know what she looks like. Yup, there she is. When her nephew was small, when we had him, languages English, Chinese, and Spanish. We would play this. The fuck Dora the Explorer. We'd play this shit. Like, you wanna learn? I mean, sure, swipe or no swiping. We already know about all that. What you need to do, we need to get you involved in some of this shit right here. And, you know, between potty training him, and he was learning the languages. He was actually able to, like, he only knew the words that she would teach him, but it's the point that, you know, he was learning, which was fucking cool. And he dug it, dude. He was into it. So we would watch that together. And then, you know, he would laugh at me because I can't do things the right way. I can't say things. You know, she'd be like, let's all fucking say this word. And I can't say it right. That's hilarious to him. He thinks it's the greatest thing he's ever seen. Yeah, that's fun, man. You know, little moments like that. But I did my time. I put in, that's enough. So anyway, I mean, I guess that's it. We'll leave it here. You know, because I gotta figure out the Christmas day thing that I'm gonna do. This is Christmas Eve. It's bonus content that will be up on the podcast channels, platforms rather, and all of YouTube, all that shit. So I don't know if I'm gonna put drops in it or not yet, because there's gonna be a lot of work, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to work all that in, plus work on other shit that I had to do as well. But so this is a Christmas Eve thing. If you're out, hopefully you're being responsible, you're being safe with your shenanigans, right? You're drinking, you're smoking, you're fucking whatever you're doing. That you don't get fucked up and drive. There's no reason. There's Uber, there's Lyft, there's public transit. You don't need to drive in this day and age when you're fucked up, man. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You want to live to see tomorrow, to open your fucking gifts, to spin your fucking dreidels, and maybe see what other train wreck I'm gonna put up on the YouTube. You know? You want to do that. So, I mean, if you're with your family, try to enjoy them. I know it's not going to be easy. And I'm going to have a lot of explaining to do. People come across my shit, but I speak the truth. The truth is ugly. Right? Not everybody's going to enjoy it. But it is what it is. This is how I feel. It's what it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be. Could not be. I don't know. Either way, enjoy your fucking holiday. You'll have something else for tomorrow. So if you didn't get anything under the tree, I got you. Uncle Jack's got you. Don't worry about that. That's creepy. I got you. Don't worry about that. Laughing at Birds umbrella will, cover you from all the fucking teardrops of life. Don't even worry about it. We got you taken care of. And we'll have to do some shit for maybe New Year's as well. I don't know. But, I do gotta edit something in this because I gotta make it like it's a holiday thing, right? We'll figure it out. In the meantime, video will come tomorrow, so behave yourselves. I won't have to put coal in your stockings. I must have stockings in your coal. Ooh, that's a euphemism. I don't know, man. I gotta figure out what am I gonna do for Christmas Day now. And I gotta make an intro for this. Not sure what it's gonna be, but we'll figure it out. For you, it might be a day. For me, it'll be, I think, a week and change by the time this goes up. So we'll figure out where we're going. See you on Christmas Day, bitches. Be careful. Get home safely and all that bullshit. You already know what it is. And if nobody's got you for a holiday, I got you. Don't worry about it.
And how many balls could a ball chucker chuck if a ball chucker could chuck balls? Who knows?